To create a quiz, you can either go to the Add Materials dropdown and select Add Test Quiz, which will put it at the very bottom of your course, or you can scroll to where you want this quiz to pop in and click on the little green dotted plus line, which will give you that same menu. This just lets you choose where to put it from the get-go. So I'm going to choose Add Quiz, Test Quiz, and I have to name it. And it's not required that I put a due date right now, but I'm going to go ahead and do that, as well as a time. You can assign the points. It creates a quizzes category for you in grading, but you can certainly choose something else. And then what grading scale you want to use. Don't forget the options you have at the bottom to individually assign this test quiz, when to publish it to students if you don't want them to see it right away, if you'd like to enable grade statistics, and comments. And this copy function does not become enabled until after you've created the quiz, so you can't copy one until after you've created it. So once I hit create, then I get to the window where I can put in all the information. And there's going to be following videos that show you how to add different types of questions and how you build those questions. So I'm going to skip that tab and go on to settings so that you can see this is where you kind of set up the introduction to your quiz. So this is going to be any directions you want to give for your quiz with the text-rich toolbar and attachments available as well. And then you have all your options for setting up your quiz. So right now submissions are disabled. I would want to enable them when I want kids to be able to take it. And I also have options of when to kind of turn the quiz on and off and kind of set that schedule. I can say if I want a time limit or not, how many attempts I want kids to be able to make, if I want to randomize the order of questions so that as students sit next to each other, they're not on the same question at the same time necessarily. Paging, whether I want to use page breaks or just one question per page. Keyboard language, right now I have the option of Spanish. Question review, if I want them to be able to go back and change answers before submitting the quiz and review their answers. And then if I want to be able to allow kids to resume a quiz that is incomplete and go back and finish that. View submissions allows students to view the results of their test quiz. And you can say yes, no, or if you want them to see with correct answers. There's printing options for test quizzes that you're creating that you need a modified version for students that need paper pencil. And then once you hit Save Changes, your settings are set for the quiz for the moment. The other tabs are Preview, which allows you to see what the test will look like to kids. So here's the instructions, that text box I had for directions. And once I hit Start New Attempt, it would take me to the questions I had created. So this lets you preview as a student. Results is going to be where you see the results once students have taken it. Obviously I don't have any at this point. And comments, since we had that enabled, that's where I would be able to see the comments. So watch further videos on this page to see how to insert different question types and how to use those for your quizzes.